Let's move on to Emma. Emma's next pick, a little weird. Weird might be the word for this.
I want to hear
I
it.
would agree with you. I think
Let's
it's a
hear it.
little weird.
I think this is really just Warner Media Part 2. Fubo TV.
Ooh, I like it, Emma.
Thank you.
Let's describe what that even is before we talk about why you even want to buy it.
So it's essentially a streamer, and it's focused on, so it pairs with your cable. So it's one of those. So it's like an HBO Max sort of deal that it can work on its own, but it's often paired with your like Xfinity or your AT&T or whatever. But it's very sports focused. So it's like sports first. That's its primary goal, is to get people streaming sports. And the reason I picked it is because it just acquired Balto Sports, which is a company that develops tools for users to organize and play fantasy. And that was given seed money from Y Combinator, I think, which is a seed money firm. And it plans for its company expansion into both the free-to-play gaming and online sports wagering, which is obviously going to be and is already a pretty big market. I am very upset with their governance, however. Their governance seems to suck.
However.
However.
They have, I mean, all of their governance suck. Let's be clear. We have not discussed one company where their governance doesn't suck. I don't want to hear about Twitter. Don't talk to me about Twitter.
I didn't mention Twitter.
I know you're going to bring up Twitter, and I don't want to hear it.
Not mentioning Twitter.
Yeah, so there's only one woman on the board and one woman in the C-suite, which is not impressive, but not surprising given the fact that they are in sports.
Just as an FYI too, one of their board members is actually an ex-Polo player whose name is Nacho.
Yeah.
So Nacho is overseeing your company. So that seems like an investment worth making.
Just spice it up. I like a polo player on the board.
Damien.
Doesn't. Yeah.
Are we just trying to sneak in another Warner? What do you think?
Here we go.
Think
First of all, Emma, I like that I like picking underdogs. Because of all the streamers we talk about, no one ever talks about Fubo
because
TV.
nobody uses it. That's
no.
right.
Okay, here we go. I've used it twice in the last 3 months because I got a free trial from 2 different email addresses just to watch one game.
Game?
I'm that cheap. I don't remember the game. It was some stupid game, but I'm that cheap, and yes, I do that like all year round. So I like Fubo TV for that. The governance is upsetting.
But isn't all governance upsetting?
No.
I mean, but I don't know. For a company that's like, are they targeting young people? Do you know that, Emma? Or are they
they're looking at sports betting, and I think that the demographic that bets on sports is probably pretty young.
I know, but why would you leave women out of that equation? I don't really understand that.
Women don't play or like sports.
What do you think the demographic is of women betting versus men?
Well, do we know that for a fact?
My wife is a consummate gambler.
Take a wild guess.
Okay, but I mean, I thought from everything I've been reading recently is that the percentage of women in sports audiences, especially even like football, is a lot higher than you think.
I'm sure it is higher than you think. I don't think that equates to high.
Okay. I don't know. I don't know. I don't have the answer to that. Matt, I don't really care about Fubo TV, but I have to make a decision, right?
You do. You have to make a decision.
My instinct is to say no because of their governance, but I'm gonna I just feel like supporting Emma on this one, and I'll just say yes.
Oh, come on!
I don't know.
So
I just don't.
Sweet of you.
I just feel like if I'm gonna be in a I don't care mode, I might as well just be positive.
You guys could go hold hands and walk under rainbows all day long. You just invested in Apple because surely because they FU'd Facebook and they're run by a gay man.
And I'm not even mad at Emma for poo-pooing that.
And now you're willing to okay a company whose adjusted earnings was a loss of $47 million in the
Emma, you could have told me that.
in the third quarter, which is very slightly less loss than the year before, where they still didn't make money. They have 455,000 subscribers. 455,000.
Amazon hemorrhaged money for years before it ever got off the ground.
I like how you're comparing Fubo TV to Amazon.
Don't worry about it. We don't have to talk about that.
You know, the current chair of Fubo is actually the ex-CEO of Warner. He had to leave Warner. Wait. He had to leave Warner because he was indicted for insider trading. He had to pay $5 million as a fine.
Okay, sorry, I'm going to back out of this one.
And not to mention that Fubo has been flagged multiple times for late filings and having to amend the filings after they even filed them because they can't seem to get any accounting right. This is the company the governance is bad, but I like sports betting. That's terrible.
I was with you, but Matt convinced me. I think I'm done.
Yeah, I'm flashing a big hell no on Fubo TV. I want nothing to do.
You're missing out.
I'm missing out.
I will say this, Emma.
Absolutely
I was kind to
nothing.
You. When you crapped on Apple, I didn't even ask you the obvious question, like who makes your phone and who makes your laptop.
At least I picked a unique shitty company. You picked a generic shitty company.
I'm not mocking your choices. I like your choices.
No, it is hard to pick companies whose chair were indicted for insider trading. They actually don't come up as chairs that often. So
this is why we need governance experts.
That's why they have Nacho to balance them out.
They have nachos.
They have a board member named Nacho. So they got Nacho and indicted ex-CEO.